To Ghana now, where thousands of children living in coastal communities are kept out of school and forced into work. Despite laws against the practice, the country's Fisheries Commission says child labor and trafficking is widespread in the fishing industry, robbing many children of education and better prospects. Rights advocates are now calling for better support so parents aren't forced to send their children to work. Nabil Ahmed Rufai brings us this report from Accra.
Joseph Kote lives in Jamestown, a fishing community in Ghana's capital, Accra. He is getting ready to go to sea. The 13-year-old should be at school with his friends, but he says he has to work to feed himself.
It is not easy. I started joining the fishermen to go fishing on the sea when I was 9 years old. When we go fishing, we stay on the sea for about a week before we return to the shore.
In Ghana, official statistics show that more than 1 million children between the ages of 5 and 17 are forced into work, often in hazardous conditions, and 50,000 children work in the fishing industry. That's despite Ghana's laws prohibiting children up to 18 years old from any form of work. But try telling that to old fishermen who only know this way of life.
We allow the children to go fishing because we want them to learn the ropes of the trade at an early age. There are no jobs even when they go to school and graduate. So we train them in fishing so they can get a sustainable job.
That said, not everyone in the fishing industry agrees. Fishmongers here say they are worried that children are being used as cheap labor. They are paid less than $1 a day, 9 cents, which is below Ghana's minimum wage of nearly $2, while older fishermen get about $10 every day.
Fishermen are losing their livelihoods, and the more they lose their livelihoods, the more they find ways of cutting down on costs, and the more they find ways of cutting down the cost, then the more they find ways of using children so that the children help that they don't have to pay them wages or salaries or whatever it is.
We have some questions.
Basic education is free and compulsory in Ghana. The law was introduced by the government specifically to keep children out of work, but enforcement has been lax. Most of the children working here are likely to face limited future career opportunities. They are also at risk of poorer health conditions and chronic poverty, according to child rights advocates. As Joseph Kote's shoulders carry the burden of child labor, he and many others like him hope one day to trade canoes for the classroom. Nabil Ahmed Rufai, Africa Matters, Accra.